few days ago, I received a couple of drawings I mentioned in my last video. Don't get me wrong, all of them are great, but I'm just better. And today I'm going to show you how to draw a section like a pro. First of all, I need to open up my recent closet and pick up a project. Dude, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to find a project that I can use for the section drawing.
Yeah, man. What about the conference center we did in 2019?
That would be a nice one, but I've asked about it. It is a no. So I think just let me design something really quick.
Design can be boring sometimes, but anyway, I wrote myself some parameters. Since I'm not gonna spend too much time on design, I need the form to be simple. The building has to have at least 2 floors, otherwise there's no point to do section perspective. I had never designed a wooden structure before, so I kinda wanna design a wood one. The building has to have tons of natural light. I kinda remind myself to do the particle feature of the sunlight for the next video. With all the ideas, I guess I made up my mind to do the recreation center, or to be more specific, basketball court. As long as I started, I realized that the size of one single court is 28 meters by 15 meters. I have 3 of them in a row, and I also need 3 meters offset, which is saying my horizontal structure needs to span at least 34 meters, which is super hard for wood to do so, and this drives me back to the metal structure. The design's finished. I'm gonna take a good sleep right now. See you later. Bye. So it is time for preparation. Within the Rhino file, click Perspective View and go Properties. Find Projection button in the Viewpoint and switch Perspective View to 2-point Perspective View. After apply Clipping Plane in the same window, we're going to have something like this. So there are 2 more steps we need to accomplish. One is to make a rendering of section perspective, both with sunlight and without sunlight. While rendering, let's do the other step, make 2D. Clean up some of the line work and export it into Adobe Illustrator, and don't forget the scale. Let's do digital drawing first. To do this, I'm going to use Adobe Illustrator. It is a program for graphic design. People usually use it for logos, posters, branding, and user interfaces. By the way, the project you saw here, I designed it all, so there's no copyright issue. First thing first, open up Illustrator and drag the file we export from Rhino, and we need to make a little adjustment to it. We made 2 renderings, still remember that? Apply them to the drawing, and this is what we all have. So you still remember the layer management thing? Let's say we have 2 options of background or sky, 3 options of cutting ground, 4 options of outer line works, 6 options of the cutting line, which is saying we're about to have 144 options of the sections. Just let me show you my definition of a standard section perspective drawing here. The stylish drawing is finished. Let's just save it for the final reveal. The first thing we're going to do here is transfer the section into the drawing we're about to make, and then we need a vantage point. Right after that, connect all the points from the floor plan to the vantage point and project the intersection point to the drawing. Transfer the height infos from a normal section cut. Trace over the lines with a pen or marker and erase the pencil guidelines. Right now, I'm going to introduce you the second way, trace over. After printing, tape it on window or lighting table, both of them work just fine. Take another piece of paper, lay it over, and start tracing. A quick question here, is there another option? Well, there isn't another option, you just trace over directly on the print. For the most standard section, I'll do a pen drawing and a pencil drawing. Like I said in most of my videos, the fundamental skills are really important. They are the basement of pretty much everything. To do the pen drawing, of course we'll need the pen first. Well, not this one. While using pen, we need to keep an eye on the cutting line for the building and the ground. They're supposed to be different in the drawing. For building section, I'm going to make it all black, and the section for the ground, I'll do a relatively thicker line work and apply another layer of hatches to enhance the division. A pro tip for pencil drawing, use a softer pencil for thicker lines, a 2B in my case, and a harder pencil for thinner lines. I'm using an HB here. For a section cut, we're going to use a wrap pencil. To distinguish the ground from the design, we need to score the building section before applying any color to it.
Fuck your old niggas too. Younger me, he wanted street stripes, but they wasn't blue. Now I'm banking on the sweet life when I'm next to you.
And this is the final result of both basic fundamental drawing style.
You said you done trusting niggas, but you did it. Move low key, but I really know you with it. Why you nonchalant when you really got them digits?
Have you ever thought about how the section drawing was like in the last century? Well, let me introduce you to the old school style. Tape and score the profile line of the drawing and carefully remove the exterior part of the design. Drop some charcoal powders to the drawing. Use paper towel or brush to gently smudge it from the top to the ground. We want to create a gradient look here. And why is that? Here's how sky looks like in real life. However, since we're going to do the most traditional way, I'll do a photonal here. To do this, use the softest pencil you have and draw it all in one direction. I'm doing it vertically first, and then do it over again in the other direction. Here are all three of them. Smudge, one pass are vertical, and two passes are both direction. Well, it is time to add a little bit detail, but before that, I really need to sharpen my pencil. We use HB pencil for all the shapes, and 2B pencil for the rest. As for shadow, of course you can complete this while you draw, but I just prefer to do this in the end. After you're done with everything, we need a coating of protection. Another pro tip here, do the spray outside. Anyway, enjoy the final review. Bye. Thanks a lot to people who subscribe my channel. I do appreciate that, and let's make a photo together, alright?
So that's a wrap for today's video. Architects can section, right? And by the way, the next photo time is gonna be 1000. See you, bye.